Hey there, first grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi. Today, we are going to be doing a little review of adding and subtracting 10 to a number. So you will need your number grid placed into your sheet protector because we are about to get started and I am about to drink myself into the corner. Today, we are going to be doing Grade 1, Lesson 6.1, Adding and Subtracting 10 on a Number Grid. And you will need your number grid. Place it right inside your sheet protector. You can use a dry erase marker and write on it to get some practice in today. Now, this is review. We've done this before, but in math, just like a sport, we always continue to practice to get better. So I want to just refresh your memory here. When we talk about 10 more, that's like adding 10 to a number. And when we talk about 10 less, that is like subtracting 10 from a number. So 10 more is going to give us a bigger number. 10 less is going to give us a smaller number. And you might remember on our number grid that when we go down, we are actually adding 10. And the best way to look at that is to look at when we count by tens. When we go down our number grid, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Whenever we go right down, we're counting by tens. We're adding 10 more. And that works with any number. So let's just take a look. If I was on the number 6, here I am on the number 6, and I want to add 10, all I'm going to do is look right underneath it. And the number is 16. If I wanted to add 10 more, I go right underneath it, 26. If I wanted to add 10 more, I go right underneath, 36. Notice that the only number that is changing is the number in the tens place, the 30s. Then I would go to the 40s, 46. Then I would go to the 50s, 56. And that is how we can find 10 more on a number grid. Now, just like we travel down to get a bigger number, we travel up to get a smaller number. And when we travel up our number grid, we are showing 10 less. Let's take a look. Here I'm on the number 50. Well, 50 minus 10, or 10 less than 50, is 40. And 10 less than 40 is 30. And 10 less than 30 is 20. And 10 less than 20 is 10. And that works with any number. Suppose I wanted to start at the number 34. Well, if I wanted 10 less than 34, I'm just going to look right on top of it. It's not 34, but it's 10 less, 24. If I want 10 less than 24, I look right on top of it, 14. Notice that the only digit that changed was the digit in the tens place. So we had 34, and then we had 24, and then we had 14. So by using our number grid, we can go ahead and find a number that is 10 more and 10 less than any number we have. It's a pretty neat little skill for us to practice. All right. Today, we are going to be looking at some numbers on our number grid, and we're going to find 10 more and 10 less. So let's do a really quick practice one. Find the number 23 on your number grid. Put a circle around 23. Mr. Enzi's going to find 23. There it is. Now, if I want to find 10 more, I want the number that's 10 more than 23. All I have to do is look right underneath it. And there it is. 10 more. I travel down and I get the number 33. Now, what if I wanted 10 less? Well, 10 less, I look right on top of it. And it's the number 13. The only number that changed is the number in the tens place. Awesome job. I want to show you a little activity that you are going to be completing today. The activity is going to ask you to close your eyes and to select a number on your number grid. And whatever number your finger lands on, you're going to write that number down. And then you're going to find 10 more and 10 less than that number. Let's go ahead and do a little practice. All right, Mr. Enzi is going to go ahead and close my eyes, and I am going to go ahead and hopefully point to a number on our number grid. And of course, I'm going to just use my little mouse, and my mouse is going to land on the number 54. Go ahead and circle 54 on your number grid. Now, on my screen, I'm going to write down, I pointed to 54. What number is 10 more? 10 more. Well, after the 50s comes the 60s. So when I want to find 10 more, I'm going to look right below the 54. So 54 and 10 more is going to give us 64. So I'm going to write, what number is 10 more? 64. What number is 10 less? Oh, well, remember, my starting number was 54. And if I wanted 10 less, I have to go up the number grid just one time. So instead of 54, 10 less is going to be the number 44, because the 40s come before the 50s. So I would write the number 44 on the line. Awesome job. All right, let's try another one. Let's see if you can do this one. You're going to circle the number that Mr. Enzi points to, and then you're going to tell me the number that is 10 more and 10 less. Here we go. All right, I'm going to move my little here. Where am I going to? Right here. Oh, look at that number. 79. Can you find the number that is 10 more and 10 less? Remember, 10 more, we look below. 10 less, we look on top. Well, our number was 79. What number is 10 more? Well, notice that I'm in the 70s. What comes after the 70s? After the 70s comes the 80s. So 10 more would be the number 89. So I'm going to write 89. What number is 10 less? Well, I go back to my number grid. I started at 79. Remember, 10 less means we look right on top of it, right above the number. And it's not 79 because before the 70s comes the 60s. So did you get 69? 69 is the number that is 10 less. Awesome job. Today, my little first grade mathematicians, you are going to get to point to your number grid and land on a number. And then you're going to find the number that is 10 more and 10 less. And I can't wait to see how smart you are.